Hello, I'm Charles Lowther. Welcome to Askham Hall and the next of our seasonal films. Each month, we'll be exploring elements of this wonderful living estate, 1,000 years in the making. I hope you enjoy this next short film. The garden as it is really is my mother's creation. My mum, she's created all the beds here. The herbaceous border here, where we're standing, it was established, but it wasn't actually herbaceous border. It was used a lot for growing fruit. Areas have been added on, so these amaranth trees down here, I love this part down by the pond. It's very tranquil. There used to be a large outdoor swimming pool here where pretty much all the village learned to swim. Colin started work for my mum and he has been with us, must be about 15 years now, 16 years.
I came for my interview with Lady Lonsdale and we went up to the offices and she more or less offered me the job straight away. I think we both knew that we were going to hit it off really and have a nice time, which we did. But I started my career at Hayes Garden Centre at Ambleside, where I did my apprenticeship there, and then moved on to teaching young adults with learning disabilities, teaching horticulture.
He likes giving out his knowledge, but he's a very gentle, easygoing character. He's got time to talk to everybody, and he's very genuine. You know, he'll just stand in a part of the garden thinking, how can we just tweak this bit to make it more serene? Because at the end of the day, gardens like this are all about peace and tranquility. So he's got the right energy and the right values to be a head gardener. You know, he teaches his other staff well. He's got patience and he's got a huge amount of knowledge.
Rachel Craft, Jane Ramsey, they're the main guys who do all the big borders of the house. And Orin and I, we mainly do a lot of estate work, so we do all the big mowing, cutting back trees, logs, looking after the pigs. But everybody does a bit of everything at some point or another.
It's a big garden, but there's so many different interesting spaces. It's quite good. Even just like, with taking 5 minutes, maybe just walking through to work somewhere, it's quite, like, I find it quite peaceful for the soul.
Yeah, pruning things, to just chop something right down and then to see it the next year just be absolutely incredible.
I love that. I know it's a bit tragic, but I love a before and after. That's my favourite thing to do. So I love to like get something that's looking a little bit shaggy, a little bit shabby around the edges, and then beaver away at it, and then so that at the end of the day I can kind of step back and go ta-da.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a plant boffin, so I love rare plants really, interesting plants from all over the world.
You've got incredible knowledge. I mean, your plant knowledge is just astonishing.
I'm a bit of a plantsman, really. Yeah, that's what sustains me in the garden. When you're having a hard day, all I think about is what plants are we going to get next, really.
So it's really great for exploring, and you come across unusual plants, and a lot of them are labelled, so you can see where things in the garden are growing.
Can I show you the allium and hosta garden? This is one of our lovely vistas we created for the wedding photographs, really, and it's our symbol for our logo, so we like that. And above them there's the Mount Fuji cherry, Prunus shirotai, so it's lovely white blossom. So we try and get the hostas coming up, the alliums, and then the cherry blossom all at the same time, but it doesn't always work out. I suppose we're trying to make like Instagrammable social media lovely splashes for the modern times. So we're heading down the secret path. We've got some lovely hostas and woodland grasses, but I kind of like the half wildness with it. I think this is one of the nicest views of the house. We try to keep it really as what a family garden would be, so we don't over-plan things and overdevelop.
So when you imagine lots of children coming and playing here, that was not the case. My father was really quite grumpy and didn't want many other children around. By the time he had me, he was nearing 60, and also as a result of that, didn't make other children that came around that welcome. So we had a separate wing. So the children in one wing, this side, you know, this was off limits.
The terraces in the garden, they're grade 2 listed, so we have to keep them. We have to look after them, keep them looking nice. Creates a lovely structure, really, for to work on. It's like a painter's palette. Still love coming to work. I can't wait to get up in the morning. I'm living the dream, I think, really.